What's going on YouTube? This is Nightmare Baller One. Like I said, what's up to everybody? Just got done watching ECW, and I managed to avoid falling asleep because that was a bad show. Anyway, let me get started. This is a Q&A video. I haven't done this in a minute, and I just want to say that thank y'all for all the support. I'm almost at 200 subscribers. I can't thank y'all enough, man. I started this, just to do it, because some people said some things on here that I really didn't agree with, but I'm almost at 200 subscribers, and that shows me that, somebody appreciates, my knowledge and what I think when it comes to wrestling. So I appreciate all you guys, man. That's the truth. All right, first question is from Asia Extreme. He asked me, give me your thoughts and opinions on my fantasy ECW Barely Legal card. He's saying if ECW Barely Legal was, just today and he could change around the card or whatever. Can you tell me if you would change anything or if you like the card? Okay, let me start from when he starts from the main event. Alright, his main event would be Ruckus versus RVD for the ECW World Heavyweight title. I think this match could be really entertaining because both of them are capable of some of the most amazing spots ever. You know what I'm saying? Look at RVD's Rolling Thunder. Hold on, y'all. Ah, shit. Yeah, look at RVD's Rolling Thunder. You know what I mean? Look at Ruckus with all them springs he does. And, just both of those guys are really groundbreakers. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say Ruckus is so much of a groundbreaker, but RVD, his style is one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? Well, Ruckus is one of a kind too. So yeah, it'd be entertaining, I think. All right. Next is Chris Cash versus New Jack. See, New Jack wasn't really all that great of a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I like this character. Some of his matches were entertaining, but he wasn't that great of a wrestling. Basically, his matches were really repetitive. It was basically a weapon spot. He'll dive off somewhere. You know what I mean? Chris Cash is, to me, this is just my opinion, a little bit better of a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Has a little bit better, just in-ring ability. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, while that would be an entertaining match, I wouldn't expect too much from it. You know what I mean? All right, next you got Rhino versus Super Dragon in a cage match. Okay, we talking about ECW Rhino. That should be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The Super Dragon is just stiff beyond all belief. Sometimes a little too stiff, but stiff beyond all belief. You know what I'm saying? Rhino was the big powerhouse, and I think that would be pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Plus, Super Dragon isn't, he's a big guy, but he isn't that big of a guy. Rhino was huge. So I like to see how that whole thing will play out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, next you got Mischief versus Beulah McGillicuddy. Okay, Beulah will get destroyed because Mischief can go in the ring. You know what I mean? Beulah can't. Beulah was a pretty face. She had some moves here and there, but she wasn't that special. I wouldn't want to see that at all. Alright, then you got Necro Butcher versus Balls Mahoney. Honestly, I'd rather see Necro Butcher versus New Jack right here. That's just me. But yeah, match with Balls, that would be pretty good, because Necro Butcher right now is probably the best at death matches, if you ask me. And Balls Mahoney is really crazy, and he'll do anything, to get a fan something memorable. So yeah, I mean, look at all his flaming table spots he took in the original ECW. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that would be pretty entertaining. The next you got Chris Sabian versus Sabu for the ECW television title. Notice I said Sabian, the Black Jesus, Sabian. Yeah, I think that'd be really good. Sabu, he's one of those guys that would just put his body on the line, for everybody to see. So yeah, I think that would be pretty good. You know what I mean? But it's not nothing I go out of my way to see. You know what I mean? But I think that could be pretty good if booked correctly. All right, Jack Evans versus Mikey Whipwreck. That would be really good. You know what I'm saying? Because Mikey Whipwreck, despite his out of shape physique, he was really athletic. You know what I'm saying? We all know Jack Evans is just breathtaking. You know what I'm saying? So that would be cool. I could really see that. The next you have the Dudley Boys versus the Kings of Wrestling versus Sandman and Tommy Dreamer versus Eddie Kingston and Joker in a four-way dance for the ECW tag title. Oh yeah, by the way, that Sabian versus Sabu match is for the TV title. Okay, yeah, this match would be awesome. Like the Kings of Wrestling, Kingston and Joker. Sandman and Dreamer, you know, weren't really that great in the ring, but, you know, they're great workers, you know what I'm saying? And the Dudley Boys in their prime were a really good tag team. That would be a great match, yo. Like, seriously. All right, Raven versus Nick Gage. Both of these guys can work. Well, I know Raven can work a match. And, you know, Raven, like, knows what it takes, you know. Like, you know, what type of psychology should go in a match. I think that would be a really good match. Like, you know, throwing some weapons and stuff, and you got a really good match. All right, next you got... And then the final match, you got Super Crazy versus Delirious versus Spike Dudley. That would be a funny match, man, because Super Crazy, you know, he was a funny guy. Delirious, you know, we all know he's funny. And Spike Dudley, you know, Matt Hyson can be funny, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that would be really funny. All right, a continuation of my Barely Legal card. How would I feel if Blackout came out on top with all the ECW gold? You know, they do that everywhere they go, so it wouldn't surprise me. You know, basically, you know, those guys know how to win. You know, Sabian, Ruckus, Joker, they know how to win. Kingston, they all know how to win. So yeah. All right, Chain Gang 316 asked me next. Out of all the Taker's WrestleMania matches, which one do I think is the best and why? Okay, never really thought about it, but one match that really stands out in my mind is, you know, a really good match. Is that he had, I'm not saying it's the best, but the one he had with Ric Flair at WrestleMania 18, I thought that was really good, you know what I'm saying? Because Ric Flair would not stay down, you know, Taker just put a hellacious beating on him. So yeah, that was a really cool match in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay, next set of questions I got is from the Scat Man. He asked me, what did I think of Joe versus Misawa's match? I hated it. Like, I guess because I expected too much, you know, Misawa is getting up there in age. I think TNA, I really think TNA told him to go over there and not do nothing too crazy. So yeah, that's just what I think. They, you know, called me the conspiracy theorist, but that's just what I think. Yeah, I hated it. Would you have preferred to see it in ROH? Of course. And are you happy with who Misawa has been matched up for the Glory by the weekend? Yeah, they basically had him going against Noah guys, you know, which I pretty much expected, you know what I'm saying? So, I got no problem with that. Next, don't know if you heard, but Nigel's torn his right bicep and expected to be out until final battle, where they will address the title situation and make him drop the belt if need be. Who do you like to see as champ if worst comes to worst? Austin Aries, just because, you know, I'm a big Austin Aries fan, and of all the regulars in ROH right now, Austin Aries, besides Nigel McGuinness, is probably my favorite. You know, I know it's being biased, and hey. All right, number 3. Who in ROH would you like to see in the title picture that is nowhere near it at the moment? I wouldn't say he's nowhere near it, but he's nowhere near it. But Chris Hero, because Chris Hero, I think he'd be a good ROH champ. I think they can make him, like, if they build him up right, he'd be a good ROH champ. Okay, is there anyone who you really dislike and can't see what all the fuss about is in ROH? Personally, I never really liked Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce, we all know he's not that great in the ring, but that nigga's gangsta on the mic. Excuse the N-word, but he's gangsta on the mic. Somebody I don't see all the fuss about. I don't think it's anybody, man. Like, everybody, in my opinion, they pretty much hype up. It's that good, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure. Alright, next is, alright, hold on. We've seen Kobashi and Misawa in ROH. If you could have one living legend and deceased legend perform in ROH, who would I choose? Living legend? In my opinion, Chris Jericho. That's just me. I really like to see Chris Jericho in ROH against Rocky Romero. Like I said, that's like a dream match of mine. And deceased legend, definitely Chris Benoit. Yeah, Chris Benoit would have been great in ROH. I think the ROH fans would love him. All right. Next question I got from MacTube. He asked me if I know you're a big Mitsuharu Misawa fan because he used to be a good Tiger match and has more 5-star matches than anybody even. Hold on. Y'all, I'm running out of time. I get to that question in the next part. Peace, y'all.